Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. New project, start with a mark. A 21-day challenge. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Day 1. Good morning, good morning. I am where I am supposed to be on some days. I literally walked in this house after the journey, which I will tell you about. I'm like, where is so-and-so? I'm like, which house am I in? It's been crazy. Of course, I have a good excuse. The weather was incredibly horrible. I left at 5 o'clock. Stupid, I know, but I was awake and I wanted to get out before all the traffic. There were actually campers leaving the same time I was at 5. I knew it was going to be bad. Okay, I photocopied one of my pages on my husband's decent printer. Not great, but it's decent for this kind of stuff. And I'm going to see how I can use it. And my project is start with a mark. 21-day challenge. And the first one is co-hosted by Concy of Atop Serenity Hill on Instagram. And she is the lady I took classes from in Abbeville, South Carolina, right before the COVID. So today, the first, which I'm a day or two late now, is for thick and thin. Use thick and thin. So I already have this as a background. Admittedly, a little wild for what I'm going to be doing, I guess. But, do I use it? I don't know. I have this to take brought home. I wrote in my Hobonichi for 2023. Oh, this just is the cutest cover. Fog. Fog. And I'm going to talk about the water problems in California. They've had an unbelievable amount of rain. They've had 2 years of rain in 2 days. But not right now. I did stop at Walmart in Sumter for about an hour, which is a little over halfway. And because when you were in the parking lot, I could not see the physical store building. That's how foggy it was. I could not see past 3 car lengths in front of me. I went back past the University of South Carolina football stadium, which seats 80,000 people plus. And when I was driving right by it, I could not see the stadium. I couldn't see the stadium at Coastal Carolina, which seats 15, and it's right on the road. I could not see it. It was so foggy. I've never, even in California, never driven in fog like that. So I stopped at Walmart for an hour, wandered around, bought things I shouldn't have bought that I don't need, but oh well. Spent way too much money on one item, which is something I did not need at all, but I couldn't resist it. I've never seen these. The Happy Planner put this out, and it's the Nightmare Before Christmas stickers. Oh, and it's already falling apart. But my God, I'm going to have to do something with the Nightmare Before Christmas, which I consider a Halloween movie, a Christmas movie, an anytime movie. Anytime. I bought this, which I thought was gorgeous. It's just a journal, a blank journal lined. And I think that's one of Walmart's brands. But the cover is gorgeous. It's craft paper, hard, with these gorgeous foggy trees. But I stayed in there for an hour to try to get rid of some of the fog, to have it burn off. Which it burnt off between on this side of Sumter and McEntire Air Force Base, which is, or National Guard Base, is on the way east side of Columbia, on the outskirts of town. And when I got to McEntire again, I don't know what the deal was, but between McEntire and all the way home, hardly could see. If I had known all that, I would not have left this morning. I would have left tomorrow. But I'm here. I stopped for an hour to try to let some of it lift, which it really didn't. I had to call my sister. I was practically in tears. and said, just talk to me, which I was on, my phone comes through my car, so I'm not holding a phone. And I wasn't distracted. I was just having somebody help me keep it together. She said, it sounds like you're about to cry. I said, I am. It's awful. This is a journal I got in Charlotte at Good Postage, and it's, I can't pronounce it, Sunken, made in Paris. The lady said at Good Postage that this is a woman-owned company. So this is the journal I'm going to use. I still have paint on my hands from yesterday. I'm going to put this on the front, maybe with clear tape, but for now I'm going to just glue it down. And then I'm going to do this, start with the mark. As far as I know, the only criteria is it's a 21-day challenge and you use these prompts. I don't think there's any other requirements. And I'm going to, I was going to try to do it with a timer for 5 minutes. There's a couple other people, but all I know is Concy at Atop Serenity Hill. She's the lady that taught that class that I took right before COVID. It was up in Abbeville. It was once a month, once every 2 weeks, for 3 or 4 sessions. And that's the lady who taught me, when you do collage, have the pieces join. As translated as, when you lay a piece of paper down here, have something else touch it somewhere. She was the one that taught me that concept, and I really, really, really like that concept. And she also was the one that said, because we did a couple other things. It was just a journaling class. And she gave us a little journal that she had made out of nice, heavy watercolor paper. And she's also, was she the person that turned me on to these pens? These Futunescu pens, Tombow Futunescu? Might have been. She tried to turn me on to a white pen that she likes. I hear people talk about it all the time. It doesn't work for me. Maybe I'm just not patient enough. But she also said, okay, out of all the processes we did, she goes, okay, you're a collage person. She said, you are a collage person. Anyhow, I believe her. Okay, so now, the only criteria, as far as I know, thick and thin. And it says start with the mark, so I'm supposing that you need to start with that thick and thin line. But this is lined paper, which does not bother me. I'm going to flip over, because I love the fact that you can, I might flip over too, have a title here, have a reason why here. I have picked up that from Allie Edwards. And then I can start here. But do I start with a thick and thin line, or do I start with this and put a thick and thin line on it? I think this is actually too much to be used in this form, but I might take pieces of it. There's a lot of purple and there's a lot of yellow. My obvious go-to would be to cut out circles. Do I want to do that? Ooh, here's purple washi tape. And here's a purple tempera paint stick. I love these things. And what else could I use that's purple? I could, oh, I know. Here is a purple pen with a thin line. All right, let's try this on a piece of paper. Who am I? I'm testing things. Oh, my Lord. All right, let's test. Here's the thin, which is really thin. Here's the thick, which I love. Or is this the thick? Or can we also use this? Or do we cut it? Let's cut this. And about there's lines through this vertically. I might cut these. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. This is going to remove some of the mystery of my personality. I love watching travel shows. I watch... Oh, Judy, I'm so excited for your travels this year. I wish I could live on your shoulder and go with you. Okay, that's going to be my thin line. Or is that my thick line? Or do I cut this again? Anyhow, okay. Finish a thought, lady. And I love British comedies, British mystery. I subscribe to BritBox on Amazon Prime. That's probably my most used channel besides National Geographic on Disney. Which are, well, no, we do have Netflix too, but pretty much Amazon and Netflix, or Amazon and Disney is all I listen to, watch. But, okay, here's another thin one. Sorry. There's an old comedy that has Joanna Lumley in it. Is that her name, Joanna Lumley? I think so. British actress. It's called Absolutely Fabulous, and it is absolutely fabulous. It is so stupid. A lot of it may not swing, it may not hold up for today's criterias, but I view it as the comedy. And with a lot of British comedies, the exact same plot line is through every single episode, but you still laugh every single time at the stupid same old circumstances. They're hysterical. Anyhow, she on the BBC, I believe it was, I view everything on British TV as the BBC, so forgive me for that. On the BBC, whatever it may be, she did travel shows, and I just discovered one that's Joanna Lumley in Japan. Oh, and she went there in the winter. I've only watched a few minutes of it because when I got home today, I took a nap because I took some aspirin and took a nap. I was mentally wiped out. Well, it's a good thing I haven't had a timer on because I would have blown it like 5 times. But I love watching her. She's so emotional and so appreciative is not the right word, but she's so in tune, at least it seems like she is, with other people's cultures, their traditions, everything. She's very, very welcoming personality to other people and things and trying things. And she doesn't mind making a fool of herself. How should I do this now? All right, I know I want thick and thin. Maybe. I'm not sure what combination of that. Maybe all 3 of them. It didn't say you had to have 2. Oh, okay. It didn't say you have to have 2. Let's not have 2. I also have purple Post-its sitting right here because everybody needs purple Post-its. I don't want to automatically do a circle punch because that's what I always do. I'm looking around here. What do I do here? This paper is cream and it's lined and it's very thin. What other things do I have that are purple? That's a whole nother ballgame. And you know what I'm going to do? I wish I had thought of this before I left the beach, but I'm going to make a Christmas glue book. And probably not on camera, and use almost as much as I can get in there of the supplies I have left of Christmas and start all over. Beginning with Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, hold on. Paper. Okay, my brain is starting to activate. I know I have a lot of paper here that I have painted. Do I contrast? Do I use a contrasting color? Do I use a blending color? Ooh, that's pretty. No! Guess what we're going to do? These kind of marks, they require Ranger. Let's get in the Ranger drawer and pull out the Ranger book. When I mean Ranger book, I mean Dina Wakley's one of her mixed media books. I probably won't use the original. I'll photocopy it. Ooh. Ooh. I love that. Ooh. Oh, I still always love this one. Love that Statue of Liberty hat. It's what it looks like to me. I don't know if that's what it is. Not into the faces. Appreciate them greatly, but not into them. Okay. Here is... Maybe I do cut out big circles. I don't know. I don't know. Here's some eye candy for you. I love that one. Oh, I could do something like this and write around it. Well, that would be kind of cool. On all of them, actually. A quote around them, around the edge. These are the same. They're just on thinner paper. These in the back are on thick paper, cardstock. Maybe I do that. And it doesn't even have to be something that can be read. Something wonderful. Sometimes I wonder what something, but of dread, what else is coming? Don't down the pike. But I know I will survive it all. Oh, I didn't think I was going to survive this one. I love that. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, we're making our own rules up here. We are going to use this thick and thin. We are going to use some of my own paper as background, and then we're going to write a quote around it. And still... Yes. Okay, I have... Let me get the thin version of that out, and I'm gonna hold on. We're not gonna use any of these. But thank you, Dina Wakley, for your inspiration. What we're gonna do is this. Do you think she can hear me? She lives in Arizona. Oh, I tell you, that drive today, I literally was almost crying. And I'm not, well, I am a wussy driver anymore. I used to be very adventurous. I've driven across country twice by myself as a young person. And I kind of knew better, but I still was brave. You know, it might be better if I just do it on one sheet, one side. No, I'm going to do it on... I'm going to do it like that. Okay. And then write real messy around it. Might not write a quote. I might write song lyrics. I love song lyrics. I love song lyrics. By most all people. This way, if I have something about that size, I can still write around the edge, and I can still do something with the prompts. Because, like, tomorrow's metallic. I have metallic markers. Ooh, that would be pretty. I have metallic paint. Okay, now, glue. Here we go. Here we go. What else is going on? We made it home. My husband made it home yesterday afternoon. He said it wasn't too bad driving. Of course, he came, everybody's coming home today. A good portion of them. And I did not go around Columbia on the, because we're on the west side of Columbia. I did not go around the bypasses around the center of town. I went through the center of town, knowing that the state offices were closed today. And I did not, because the interstates are incredibly, not as bad as Atlanta or Charlotte, but the speed limit is 70, and if you're not going 80, you're going to get run over. That scares me naturally. Okay. Oh, let's make a border with our thin tape. And I thought, well, I'm just going to drive through town, and that way I only have to go about a third of the distance on the interstate. and deal with that. And it was so much better. I'm so glad I did that. That's how come I went past the football stadium, where the Gamecocks play. Well, they lost their football game. So did Clemson. But Clemson's quarterback was 18. He had just graduated from high school in June. The first string quarterback was hurt. So this kid, I guess, is their only option. I don't know. You would think Clemson would prepare better than that, but whatever. And it was like, oh my God. And if you're in a Gator Bowl situation stadium in Jacksonville with 80,000 people going crazy, I think it's a little, even though he is supposed to be awesome, but he was thrown into the deep end, I believe, on that day. Okay, here's my thin. Oh, I love that so far. Now, here comes another one. Not sure what this one's going to be a thicker. I did thick, thin, thicker, thickest instead of thick and thin. And I think I'm going to do like the jagged lines, like stitching lines through some of this, because I just like that. Plus it brings in some of this black that's in here. And I think I'm going to do my quote in black. And then I'm going to go around with this. But we need to exaggerate the thickness of this. I need to leave room for my quote. And I'm doing it messy. Oh, I really like that. Okay, the process of this journal, these 21 days, is going to be quite about the same. All right, what's the first song I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. Because of what the circumstances I went through this morning. And I need to do this really messy, right? Right. I don't think I'm going to use this pen. I think I'm going to use a ballpoint pen. And I'm going to put, if it works, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Is that the one that says, you can tell by the way I walk, I'm a woman's man? That may not be appropriate for my journal. The lyrics for the Staying Alive. Okay, I'm going to have to go get the rest of them because all I know is the chorus. Staying alive. Staying alive. I think I just might do that. Because I didn't think I was going to make it today. And people were driving without their lights on. Holy mackerel. You cannot see. Not just cars in front of you, but like 3 car spaces in front of you. You could not see. No lights. I'm like, you guys are crazy. I'm like, if there's a deer going to run out in the road, I'm a goner. I love everybody. Goodbye. Please give somebody deserving of my journals. Okay. I just wrote Staying Alive all the way around the edge. I love that. Love it. Okay, hope you're not going to get bored with the same thing over and over. The center will be a little different. Photocopies of stuff I've already done. And then I will work with that somehow to make the marks. And then I'm going to write song lyrics on the outside edge. Kind of a la Dina Wakley on what she did. And I think that will be so much fun. If I can find the piece of paper that she did it on. I have already lost it. Where the heck did it go? Oh, Lord have mercy. Somebody save me. Here it is. Okay. That's the thought process. Probably should take a picture of that and say, not copying, just the thought process. Oh, you know what? We could do another one that has it around in a circle like that. Okay. Not always going to be a square. Hint, hint. Aha. Aha. Love it. And then this could be used as a background again for the next journal, next in February. Oh, save me. This is Gina Wakely's up close version, and where my inspiration came from. This is the book that it came out of, and this is mine at the end. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it every single day. Thanks for all your nice comments, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.